This conference will now be recorded.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Rajni Jain on behalf of agricultureinformation.com. I'd like to welcome you all to this online meeting. Please take a moment to review the guidelines for this online meeting posted in the chat window. I now request Ms. Dhanalakshmi to introduce the speaker and start the meeting. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Dhanalakshmi here. Agricultureinformation.com is glad to welcome Mr. Amol Khandare to this meeting. He is the Head Training and Capacity Building at International Institute of Advanced Agriculture Skill Development in Jaipur, Rajasthan. Mr. Amol Khandare will be speaking on the topic Ashwagandha, commercial cultivation on big area, contract farming and guidance at one place. I now request the speaker to begin.
So Rajni ji, thank you, Dhanalakshmi ji. Thank you all participants in this online meeting. My name is Amol Khandare, and I am a training and capacity building head at International Institute of Advanced Agriculture Skill Development, which is located in Jaipur, Rajasthan. Right, we are organizing different kind of webinars and sessions on agricultureinformation.com. This is our third crop for which we are organizing this meeting, right? So the topic of today's meeting is ashwagandha, commercial cultivation on big area, contract farming and guidance at one place, right? So as you all know, ashwagandha is a very important medicinal crop, right? It is an ancient medicinal crop which have having very much points and which are having very much description in Ayurveda, Unani, and all other medicinal systems of Indian ancient Indian systems, right? So ashwagandha is an erect growing plant which is about having 1.4 to 1.5 meters height normally, and it is shrub. It is actually shrub plant, and it grows in the tropical regions, subtropical region, and dry regions. Right. It is a hardy plant, and which can tolerate some kind of droughts also. Ashwagandha has many names in our Indian local languages. It is popularly known as Indian ginseng plant, right? Also, it is known as poison gooseberry. In some local areas like Rajasthan and all surrounding area, it is called asagandha, right? There is one special variety of Nagaur district in Rajasthan. It is called as Nagauri Ashwagandha, which is having a very much good medicinal properties as compared to other varieties in India. Other name of ashwagandha is winter cherry. It is called winter cherry also in some regions of India. Actually, it is a very important medicinal plant having ancient traditional uses in traditional systems, right? Its botanical name is Vidania somnifera, right? So we are having many chances, many uh, scope for the cultivation of this kind of medicinal plants. If you talk about the market scenario of ashwagandha, right? What is the market scenario of ashwagandha? Then we can see that there is a huge demand for ashwagandha products. As you know, ashwagandha is a plant which can be used for which plants every part is used as a medicinal for medicinal purpose. The more medicinal properties are based in its roots, right? Ashwagandha roots are having very much good medicinal properties, and other parts like its stem, its leaves and seeds also having some kind of medicinal properties. So it is a whole plant is we can use as a raw material for preparation of different kinds of medicinal products. Like we can make some capsules also. We can some make powders also. We can make tablets of this harvested raw material also. Right? So there is a huge demand for this kind of demanding medicinal crops in India, and in opposite in against its demand, we are having very less supply of this kind of medicinal plants, ashwagandha. We are having very less supply of this raw material of ashwagandha. So as you know, we can see that if we talk about market scenario of ashwagandha, we can see it is expected that it will reach up to 1.14 billion US dollar by 2028, right? It is having very huge market demand, and is the growth rate of this demand is 6.40 per annum, right? So it is very fast growing demanding crop in India as well as in world. So if you farmers will if you go for the cultivation of medicinal plants like ashwagandha in some areas of their land, right, as an integrated farming system, then they can get a proper and good benefits of this crop, and they can earn much profits as compared to other traditional crops also. If you speak about the cultivation practices and cultivation parameters of ashwagandha, it is a very common crop. Actually, it is a very common crop which can be grown in lowest category of soils, which can be grown in lower category of soil which does not have many good drainage facilities and good fertility also. If you talk about the climatic conditions required for ashwagandha, it can be grown in dry and subtropical areas, and it can be grown in late rainy season, right? If you go for ashwagandha planting, then you can select the dry and subtropical areas, parts of India, like you can say Rajasthan, some part of Maharashtra, some part of Gujarat, right? But it is known as this plant can be grown in any kind of soils, right? If you allow it to grow in good quality of soil and good quality of climatic condition, then it will give you best results also. If we talk about altitude, it ascending to an altitude of 1500 meters in Himalayan regions. It can be grown on that kind of altitude. It requires temperature ranges from 30 to 35 degrees Celsius for proper growth, but it is as a hardy plant, so you can grow it up to 45 degrees Celsius temperature also. From 10 degrees Celsius to 45 degrees Celsius temperature also you can grow this plant. The annual rainfall requirement is 660 to 750 millimeter, and the requirement of soil for this ashwagandha cultivation is light red or sandy loam soil, having good drainage facility is a good soil type required for ashwagandha cultivation. Ashwagandha required the pH of soil ranges from 7.5 to 8. It is ideal for this cultivation of ashwagandha. Ashwagandha can be propagated by seeds only, and we can say sow seeds by directly in our land, or we can broadcast in the nursery, or we can grow in the nursery also. The time of ashwagandha cultivation is will start from July to August. After second and third rainfall is over, right? So we can start it as a late rainy season plant, or yes, so in some areas you can start it from July month also. The total duration of the plantation cultivation will be around 7 months. Maximum duration will be 9 months in some areas. So we can see that 7 months to 9 months will require for the maturity of the crop, and we can harvest before 7 years, from 7 years to 9 years, 9 months. Sorry. This crop requires very less amount of irrigation. No special arrangements of irrigation is required. We can do irrigation through flooding methods also. We can do irrigation through sprinkler methods also, right? So it is a very easy crop to grow, and it does not require that much kind of management practices during the cultivation, right? So what kind of land preparation practice is required for ashwagandha? Ashwagandha usually grow on left over areas or marginal land for of fields, and the soil is unsuitable for other crops. The land is deep plowed, well pulverized, and is well leveled, supplied with organic manures at the rate of 10 tons per hectare. Right, as it said, it can be grown in marginal lands also, having very less or minimum fertile soil. Okay, we can grow this ashwagandha in soils like that where other crops are not suitable. Right, we can plow this land deeply and then make the soil porous. After making soil porous, we can add some manures in this soil up to 10 tons per hectare, at the rate of 10 tons per hectare. If you go for seed sowing method, seed sowing, we can go for two methods. First method is nursery raising, and second method is broadcasting method. Right. So if you go for nursery raising, you require around 5 kilograms of seed per acre of land. Right. You have to treat this seed with some chemical or fungicides and other material, and we can put this seed in our nursery. We have to make nursery up of about 3 meter long, 1 2 meter wide, or 20 to 25 centimeter height. This raised bed mixed with organic and farmyard manure and vermicompost on this bed. Seeds are sown at equal distance, covered with light soil and light irrigation. When you put this seed in this nursery bed, then we have to cover some light soil on these seeds, as well as some light irrigation on this nursery. The germination will occur within 6 to 7 days after sowing. And after sowing, when germination occurs, we have to transplant these germinated plants within 6 weeks after germination. It will grow around 60 centimeter after in 6 weeks. Then we can transplant these types of plants in our mainland. Right. So this is the nursery raising technique. We can do sowing of this ashwagandha direct method also. It is a broadcasting method. For broadcasting method, we require more amount of seed as compared to nursery raising. In broadcasting method, yeah, we have to take around 10 to 12 kg of seeds per acre of land, right? And we can start throwing these seeds with the help of our hand. Then in the late monsoon season, after that 2 3 watering will be done before sowing. Right, before sowing we have to do 2 3 waterings in this our mainland. Then we will cultivate it, and after that we will broadcast our seeds in our mainland. So these are two methods. We will see manures and fertilizer requirements of ashwagandha. Ashwagandha does not require heavy dose of fertilizers. Right, it does not require heavy dose of fertilizers. You can as I told you, you can go for any marginal lands or any low category of lands which does not have much amount of fertility or nutrients availability. So also apart from that, you does not require heavy dose of soil other than your some fertilizers and manures that you put in at the time of land preparation. If you go for if you talk about irrigation for requirement for ashwagandha, actually it is a rain-fed crop. It does not require that much kind of irrigation during the cultivation. But rainfall is required at the regular interval. We can irrigate this ashwagandha after every 15 to 20 days. Right, if you're having this kind of facility, then you can put water irrigation after 15 to 20 days of first interval. So no special arrangement for irrigation is required for this plant. If necessary, irrigation may be required. It depends upon soil type and soil quality. If your soil is very much uh, that kind of, then you can amount, then we have to soak water very much in irrigate your land. Excessive rainfall water is harmful for this crop. If your land is holding water in excessive manner, then it will be harmful this for this crop. Interculture operations, uh, as you can see, to increase the yield, a crop and quality of the crop, it should be kept weed free. First hand weeding is done after 20 to 25 days after sowing, and the second weeding will be done after 2 months of the sowing, right? So as you can see, there is no more management practices are required for this simple medicinal plants. There are no known serious pest infections also in this crop. Seed rotting, seedling blight, and leaf blight are common diseases in ashwagandha, but it can be seen very rarely. Right, minimized by treating captor and at the rate of 3 gram per kilogram, followed by spraying with diethane M45 at the rate of 3 gram per liter of water. So it is a chemical method. We can go for organic methods also, right? We can use neem oil, gomutra, and vermiwash, waste decomposer solution like that, trichoderma, liquid or powder form, right? So you can go for any method as you like in your land. Other diseases are seedling mortality or dieback. It can be also treated by organic methods, as well as it can be treated with the help of chemical methods. There are many chemical formulas and chemical products are available in market, which can be used as ways to suppress this kind of pest and diseases of ashwagandha. But there are no more serious infections found in ashwagandha crop. Harvesting will be done after 7 to 9 months from the date of sowing. Harvesting starts from January and it continues till March. Depend upon climatic conditions, soil condition. It requires time from January to March. Maturity of the crop just by drying out of the leaves and berries turning red. Uh, ashwagandha, how we can see the maturity of the crop? Some leaves are getting yellowish and drying out, and berries of ashwagandha, seeds of ashwagandha are turning red. The entire plant are uprooted, and the roots are separated from the aerial part by cutting the stem 1 to 2 centimeter above the crown, right? When we go for harvesting, we have to uproot all whole plant. We have to uproot whole plant with root, right? After uprooting, we have to separate the root part, we have to separate the leaves part, we have to separate the seeds of this plant, and we have to separate the stems of this plant. As I told you, the whole ashwagandha plant is used as a medicinal raw material, right? So we can uproot this plant, we can separate roots, we can separate leaves, we can separate seeds, and we can separate stems of this plant. So there is a different prices for each part of this plant, but the most valuable part of this plant is its roots. Ashwagandha roots are in very demanding position, and you can uh, see a very good market for the ashwagandha roots. There is also a requirement of ashwagandha seeds in this market. uh, we can go for seed market also. We can go for seed production also. Then after uprooting and separating the roots, transversely cut into small pieces. We have to cut these roots in small pieces. Otherwise you can dry as like it. Okay, if you dry, you can get good prices in this market. The prices and valuation and grading of this material will be depend on upon the quality of the root. The more thin material, the get good prices. Roots are dried as a whole. Berries are plucked from the dried plant and threshed to obtain the seeds. There are berries in the plant which contains seeds, tiny seeds, tiny yellowish color seeds. You can pluck this berry and thresh and dry and thresh it to obtain the seeds, right? After harvesting, we will go for grading. As I told you, there will be grading as per the quality of the material. After drying, the whole roots undergo cleaning, trimming, and grading. The entire product is then carefully hand sorted into four grades: A, B, C, and lower grade. The grade A material will be long and thick. Grade B material will be somewhat short and somewhat thin. Grade C material will be shortest and having very less diameter, and lower grade material is like very thin material having some different colors and discolored material, right? So these are four gradings in ashwagandha. We can see in this bulk market. As we speak about the yield of the ashwagandha, we can get from 1 acre land. You can get about 300 to 500 kilograms of dry roots from 1 acre of land. This is a minimum production. 300 kilograms will be the minimum production of dry roots from 1 acre land, and 500 is the average production from 1 acre land. The highest production of ashwagandha dry roots will be around 700 kilograms. Will be around highest return, highest production of ashwagandha roots will be around 700 kilograms per acre, and we can get second yield of seeds also, dried seeds, about 50 to 75 kilograms of dried seeds, yeah, you can get from 1 acre of land, and the seeds is also having a very good market. If we talk about the prices we can get from the dry roots and seeds, then the roots prices, good quality roots can be sold in market ranging from 150 rupees per kilogram to 300 rupees per kilogram. It is the average market price for the ashwagandha roots. And if you talk about seed prices, we can get around 300 rupees to 500 rupees per kilogram for the seeds, right? It is a bulk market, and there is a huge market in India. As some people are not aware about that, they are having some doubts regarding the market of medicinal plants, right? So if you go for cultivation of medicinal plants, there are numerous medicinal plants in India we can grow, and they are these plants are naturally coming out in forest areas, and forest departments are opening tenders and giving to the some multinational companies, and they are harvesting these medicinal plants, and they are exploiting these medicinal plants, and we are losing our precious medicinal species, right? As we can see, there are many species. We can find it as a extinct species, some are rare species, some are endangered species, right? So this is the main reason of this thing, right? So if we have to lower the burden on our forest areas, as well as we have to get some another option which for farmers, which can give more returns as compared to traditional crops, and having no trouble in cultivation practices, right? So medicinal plant cultivation, commercial cultivation of medicinal plants is a very good option for the farmers all across the India. They can grow different kind of medicinal plants from time to time. Some medicinal plants are having a short duration tenure. Some medicinal plants having long-term medicinal plants, right? So there are many companies, private companies, government organizations are also helping to farmers from training to uh, marketing and other processing and supply chain, right? So there is a one of the best industry, best company in India we are having. So this organization is providing different kind of services at one place, from training to capacity building to marketing. And after that also, if someone have good financial conditions, and they are interested in processing and all these export activities, then we are also helping and consulting them, providing consultancy to them for this kind of part. But we are working particularly for medicinal crops, right? So what is our organization? I am briefly giving you an short introduction of our organization. Sunrise Group of Companies, right? It is based at Jaipur, Rajasthan, and it is a group of companies having different subsidiaries in it, right? So Sunrise Group of Companies started from one NGO named Hanuman Charitable Mission Society, right? It is an NGO for working for women empowerment and farmer doubling the farmers' income from 1996, right? From 1996, we are having this kind of experience in this sector. After that, we are giving farmers, we are motivating farmers to go for medicinal crop cultivations. But that time we do not have these kind of services. As we come across some problems, we have developed for ourselves, and we are providing different kind of services to the farmers and all other stakeholders in agriculture, right? In 2007, we have established Sunrise Agriland Development and Research Private Limited. It is a manufacturing company who manufacture different kind of herbal and medicinal products like juices, capsules, tablets, and extracts like that, right? So it is a manufacturer which require regular supply of raw material. That's why we are doing this contract farming buyback agreement with farmers all across India. Then we have established one institute named International Institute of Advanced Agriculture Skill Development in Jaipur, so where we are giving different kind of services, programs. We are organizing different kind of programs for the farmers and other interested parties in organic farming and medicinal plant cultivation. Right. So we are having different duration program from 2 days, 7 days, 15 days, 1 month, like that. We are having one publication also, which is made particularly for farmers. Okay, the publication name is Mahuk Kisan. It is a national monthly agribusiness magazine, which published every month from Jaipur, and we circulate it all or across India. Then we are having another firm named as JKM Organics and Hubs Private Limited. It is a manufacturer as well as exporter in other countries. Then we are having one established one organic herbal park, right? Its name is Sunrise Organic Herbal Park, which is based at main city Jaipur. Okay, when you if people uh, anytime come at Jaipur, I request you all to visit this place. It is a very big area, around 150 acres of land, situated on 150 acres of land, and having different types of demos for medicinal plants, organic farming. You will find around 300 species of medicinal plants over there, right? So it is a very unique model where we have established organic practices and herbal medicinal plant demo plantations also. Then we have established one organic farmer producer association of India. It is OFPI. It is Association of Farmers. It works all across India, and we are giving membership to the farmers. Farmer are getting membership from our organization association, and they are getting free of cost services for the cultivation of organic farming, for doing organic farming, as well as to sell their harvested material, organic certified harvested material in local market as well as in overseas, right? So this is a very big organization. After that, we have come up with a very unique model of market, supermarket. We have established a Rajasthan Organic Fresh Farmer Market at Jaipur, Rajasthan. It is our first market in India, and now we are planning to open such markets all across the states of India. So it is a unique market, as I told you. It is having only organic products. We have invited all manufacturers, all uh, organic food producers, farmers, suppliers, exporters, right? So they are participating in this market. Okay, big multinational companies are also in this market. They have participated, and this is a permanent kind of market. Anybody can come at this market and get good and genuine quality organic food products in reasonable prices, right? So this is our organization. So you can start associating with us for the cultivation of medicinal plants, commercial cultivation of medicinal plants, right? You will get all services from training to marketing. We are doing buyback agreement with farmers for different kinds of medicinal plants like aloe vera, shatavari, safed musli, stevia, ashwagandha, tulsi, black turmeric, sarpagandha, brahmi, giloy, like that. There are numerous plants for which we are giving our services to the farmers. Okay, so this is about our organization, and this is about our crop, medicinal crop, ashwagandha. So we are now come up with one unique kind of big project of ours. This project is come under our association, Organic Farmer Producer Association of India, and we are planning of 5,000 hectares of plantation across India of ashwagandha, only ashwagandha crop, right? We are planning 5,000 hectares of ashwagandha cultivation all across India, and we have done some part of it, right, till date. So this is our some news cuttings. So OFPI is trying to do cultivation of ashwagandha on 5,000 hectares of land in India. Okay, so we are providing seeds to the farmers, and farmers can cultivate ashwagandha on 50 acres, 100 acres, 200 acres as as their capacity, right? So we are providing guidelines throughout cultivation from land preparation to harvesting, and after harvesting we are purchasing their harvested material like roots, seeds, leaves, and a whole plant at fixed rate, which are decided in agreement, right? This buyback agreement is a legal document which is having some terms and condition which are decided before doing any type of cultivation, right? And all terms and condition will be mentioned in this agreement, right? So farmer can associate with and join with this for this cultivation. Not only ashwagandha, you can go for any crop, any medicinal crops suitable for your land and suitable for your climatic condition, right? So we will provide different kind of services for that, right? We are having a team of experts which will give you guidelines throughout cultivation, right? We will also provide supervisor and agriculture expert visits at your place if you go for big area, if you're planning for big area, right? And farmer have some doubts to start this medicinal crop, but I'm telling you, you can start it easily. These crops are very much easy as you grow our traditional crops. Uh, Practices are same, management practices are same. Like economic inputs are same also. It is different for different crops. Okay, some crops are rare, so that they are demanding more in input. So also they are giving us very good yield and very good output. Farmers are doing this cultivation in 19 states associating with us. We are associated with 19 states farmers right now, and doing 10 types of medicinal plants cultivation all across these 19 states, right? So we are spread our farmers in southern part of India, northern part of India also, eastern and western part of India also. So we as if you are interested, or anybody in your contact is interested in this type of cultivation, this will be a better option for the farmers to increase their income, right? So this is from my end. If you have any questions, you can ask me regarding ashwagandha or any other medicinal plants.
Thank you, Mr.
Thank you.
Amol. It was a good presentation. I now request the participants to ask questions. We will also be posting the speaker's contact details in the chat window.
Participants, you can start asking your questions. Yes, Mr.
Yes,
Siddhartha.
sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Mr. Amol. Can we, I mean, whether we need to grow this ashwagandha only organically or can we grow it through chemically also?
No, it is your own decision. Okay, actually we are motivating farmers for doing organic practices, but if it is not okay for you, you can go for chemical practices also. You can input chemical fertilizers and other chemical pesticide and other inputs also. It is not mandatory from
How,
our side.
how about any minimum residue level of any pesticides or chemicals?
What's
Whether
that?
it will be
Pardon, please.
counted? How about minimum residue level of any chemicals? Whether you count on that or it's okay?
No, no, no. Actually, we do not test your harvested raw material. There is a simple specification in agreement that if we go for ashwagandha, then ashwagandha roots should be in white color and should be good dried in condition, right?
This conference will now be recorded.
हेलो।
Hello.
हाँ अमोल जी।
हाँ जी. Yes,
आई
sir.
एम हिमांशु फ्रॉम चेन्नई।
Okay, sir.
आई जस्ट वांट टू फाइंड आउट कि भाई अपने यहाँ चेन्नई क्लाइमेट में अश्वगंधा उग सकता है क्या?
Actually, we can test our land feasibility. We can test go for land feasibility test first of all. Okay.
हाँ
As I told you, it requires pH requirement of soil is 7.5 to 8, right? It will be good pH for the cultivation of ashwagandha. If you are having
हम्म
less pH, right? If you are having
हम्म
6, 5 like that pH, then ashwagandha cultivation is not. You can get it will grow. Plant will grow, but the production will not occur as we think, right? So you can
ओके
get less in production if you go in adverse condition. But it is a hardy plant. Okay, it is a hardy
हम्म
plant. It can tolerate many kind of droughts also, and it requires
हम्म
very less amount of water during cultivation.
व्हाट इज द अमाउंट वॉल्यूम वी कैन एक्सपेक्ट पर एकड़ प्रोडक्शन वॉल्यूम?
You can get around 300 kilogram dry roots to 700 kilograms. 300 is the minimum production, and maximum production will be around 700 kilograms. If you go for average, you can get around 500 kilograms.
Okay, and what will be the revenue model here for this 1 acre and how long this takes?
Okay, you will require around cost of cultivation per acre will be around 18 to 20,000 rupees for
Okay,
7 to 9 months cultivation. It comprises
okay,
seed cost, land preparation cost, labor cost, harvesting cost, and drying and management cost, right? So all
all
cost will
put
require
together.
around 20,000 rupees maximum will require for 1 acre of land. If you
Okay,
go for maximum cultivation, mass cultivation like 50 acres, 100 acres like that, then the cost of cultivation automatically will be reduced, right?
okay,
And there is no need of more interculture operations. Like we are broadcasting these seeds in our land, so weeding and all other practices are not required, right? So
not required.
economically, it will be very good crop.
And what is the price, sir, for 500 kgs production होता है तो इसका क्या प्राइस होता है मार्केट में, मार्केट वैल्यू?
You can get around price for dry roots will be around 150 rupees to 300 rupees per kilogram, depending upon quality, right? But if you
Okay.
are associating with us for with buyback agreement, then we are providing 150 rupees per kilogram for overall grading from grade A to grade D, right? For overall
Okay.
grading, we are providing 150 rupees per kilogram.
अच्छा, so this will be on a almost 9 months production basically होता है It takes 9 months for
Yeah,
production.
9 months is maximum. 9 months is maximum. You can get it from 7 months. 7 months is it is a duration for the cultivation.
And once this cultivation is over, again you have to replant. Replant.
Yes, yes, yes. You can also replant it, or actually there is a season you can sow this plant in rainy season or late rainy season from July to
Okay.
August. Right?
Okay.
So this is a good sowing time for this ashwagandha.
Hmm.
So in another season you can get germination and you can get good percent of germination, but it will affect on your production.
Okay. So now production will be better in rainy season.
Yes, yes,
So this you said the pH should be around 7.5 to 8, right,
yes, yes.
of the soil. So even the
Yes.
water what we are supplying should be of the same pH. It's better
Actually, we are if you same pH water will be also good for this.
apart from the soil.
Yes, actually, salty water is also suitable for this crop. If you are having salty water in your
Hmm.
land, it will be
Hmm.
also suitable for this.
It's suitable. Okay.
Actually,
Thank
you
you, sir.
can think
Yeah.
this crop is naturally grown in Rajasthan region, right?
Hmm.
Rajasthan soil maximum land is sandy soil,
Salt,
having very
sandy
much
soil.
pH and very much sandy water, right? So this is crop grown naturally over there, and temperature also is very high in Rajasthan. It reaches in up to 45 degree, 47 degrees Celsius in some areas. So
That's
it is
right.
growing over there, right? So it is
Hmm.
hardy and drought resistant plant.
Okay. Thank you.
I now
Good
request
afternoon.
Ramakrishna
Yes,
to ask his question. Yes,
yes,
Mr.
ma'am.
Nisar, please proceed.
Yes, good afternoon, sir. Thank you for the kind presentation. It's really very valuable. Sir, I'm from Rajasthan, actually, from the Jhunjhunu district.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes.
actually, I have seen your, the explanation, because you said because this particular plant is very suitable for, our region. So,
Yes, sir.
I mean, you know about the geography of the Rajasthan, because, Jhunjhunu district near the Bits Pilani and this whole area. Sometimes because
Yes,
this area comes under, the drought, but we are very close to the Haryana belt, so we are having, that kind of, the fertile, what you call fertile land. So, sir, I
yes,
mean, this medicinal plant, you said, like, the Ashwagandha is suitable crop
yes,
in that particular area. So suppose if I make up my mind to be, just improving my land, so is there any, the local assistance that, because I can get like a technical know how to do this job, and like some supervision or some supports?
yes, yes. I mean, good afternoon, Nisarji. And we are providing all service as I told you. We will provide you all assistance from experts, supervisor visits, buyback agreement facility, good quality planting material, and other facilities also, because it is the very nearest place from Jaipur, right? So you can get it easily also, right? So if you plan to come Jaipur also, visit our organization, visit our organic park, you will get detailed guidelines and detailed information regarding this, right? You can call to me. I have provided my mobile number also and email ID also on this chat box, so you can
Thank you,
directly
sir.
call
I
to me.
have noted down this.
Yes, yes, please.
Yeah, that will be. See, other than the ashwagandha, sir, is there any another, the medicinal plant? Because I think you definitely have, the survey for this land.
Yes, yes.
Basically, you are from Jaipur, sir.
Sorry, I'm from Maharashtra only, but I'm right now in Jaipur, and I'm working over here for so many years. I'm
Oh,
having some
okay.
idea regarding that your area.
Okay, okay. So, I mean, once we will start, the formal communication, and you will able to, advise, other than the ashwagandha, there are the another, possibilities for the medicinal plant. So at least we can work on it.
There are a lot of options we can go for, right? So we will discuss regarding that after this session, right?
Okay, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay, I now request Mr. Ramakrishna to ask his question.
Yeah. So, hi sir. Good evening. It's very nice
Good evening.
session, and then very much informative as well. I'm Ramakrishna, and I'm from Andhra Pradesh. There is a place called Nellore. I have a
Yes.
land of red and loomy soil of 90 acres, which I would like to cultivate the ashwagandha this year. Okay,
Okay, sir.
and I have probably like I would say I have 4 or 5 different bore wells, but I didn't
Okay.
test the soil pH and the water as well. I didn't check it out. But now, see, now we are in almost like in the mid of the August, right, sir? So as you said, like the sowing period would be between July and August. Now we are almost mid of August. Would you advise us to still go ahead with this broadcasting method of thing, sir?
Thank you, Ramakrishna ji, for your question. Actually, we can start Ashwagandha sowing up to end and first week of September also, right? Okay.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
But we are having around 15 20 days in our hand. If you go for
Mm-hmm.
cultivation, we don't have to do much kind of agriculture practices like other crops. We just have to
Mm-hmm.
cultivate your land, put some fertilizers, and
Mm.
spread the seeds, right? This
Okay.
is the only operation you have to do right now. So if you are planning for big area, you can go for right
Mm.
now also.
Okay. So when you say like land preparation, sir, actually this land is almost like it's not under the cultivation for last 6 7 years. It's purely of an organic in nature. Now
Mhm.
I have like plugged in, and then I've leveled up all the land, and now it is we can sow any kind of a crop. We can cultivate any kind of crop. The land is ready at the moment. Now, my question is, when I have to broadcast all the seeds, right? Because I
Yes,
cannot make a bed and all of the bed because it's a huge land,
it
right?
requires more time. Yeah.
Yeah. So if I want to go with the broadcasting, wherein how much deep I need to put the seed in the soil.
A maximum 1 inch is required, depth required for the sowing. 1 to 1.5 inch is maximum depth will be sowing.
Sir, actually, this is where like I'm getting confused, and then this is going to be the confusing bit challenge as well. So, how would
Mhm.
I ensure that this will go probably like 1.5 inch inside the soil?
Actually, when we cultivate land, right, it will get
Hmm.
porous, right? After that, we
Correct.
will spread some fertilizers on it, and after that, we will
Right.
rotavate this land, rotavate with the
Correct.
help of
Correct, sir.
rotavate, tractor rotavate, right?
Right.
The
Correct.
soil will get porous, and as well as the fertilizer will get mixed in the soil properly.
Correct.
After
Correct,
that,
sir. Yeah.
the land will also be even, right? After land is getting even, we can mix these seeds with some sand or fertilizers, granule fertilizers,
Okay.
at the ratio of 1 kilogram to 5 kilograms, right? We will take one
Okay.
kilogram seeds and 5 kilograms sand or granular fertilizers.
Okay.
We'll mix it, and we can take these seeds in some pot, and we will spread it with our bare hands like that. Okay, we'll
Okay.
spread them.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Seeds will get spacing of around 2 to 3 inches from
Mm.
two seeds, right? After that, after spreading of some part of our land, we will
Mm.
do one thing. We will there is also one tractor implement.
Mm.
With the help of that tractor implement, you can uh, uh, another time uh, what you can say, uh, make operations with, so that the seeds will get deeper up to 1 to 2
Mm.
inch, right?
Okay.
Up to
Mm-hmm.
1 to 2 inch, right? So
Okay.
this
Okay.
operation is required for that. And
Okay.
after sowing, after this operation, we will irrigate your land, our
Mm.
land as as we have facilities. We can flood it, right? We can sprinkle. We can irrigate by sprinkler also. We can irrigate
Mm.
by the flooding also.
Okay. So we can see in the dry land we can spread it, and then after that you can put the sprinklers to make the wet, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Or is it required to have a wet before putting the seeds on the soil in the soil?
If there is some kind of moisture available in soil, it will be
Hmm.
beneficial for germination also.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Yes.
So what would the
And
percentage of
if it is
germination, sir?
you will get around 90% of germination.
And if that is
This
the case, how
90%.
many kilo? Mhm. Sorry, sir. Please go ahead. Yeah.
Okay, 90% germination is said as a good germination percentage in Ashwagandha. Right?
Uh-huh.
So if you get 90% germination, it will be good crop. And like that, you require around 5 to 6 kilogram seeds for 1 acre of land.
1 acre of land with the 90% germination.
Yes.
Okay, okay, okay. So once the harvest is over, sir, like, so as I said, like you will be having a buyback agreement, right?
Yeah.
So probably like, and I would like also to continue to have the similar kind of formal communication with you post this call. And then anyways, I have noted down your number here, sir. Probably
Okay.
like, and I would get in touch with you in terms of how we can take it forward, sir.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Okay. Thank you
We will
very
be
much, sir.
glad to
Thank you.
if you assist away. If we, I request all participants that put me a WhatsApp message. This is my WhatsApp number, which I've got
Hmm.
from agriculture information team. Put me a WhatsApp message. I will call you back on that your number, right?
Sure, sir. Sure. So definitely. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. I now request Mr. Sudhiranjan Mandal to ask his question if he has any. Mr. Sudhiranjan? Okay. I'll just check with Mr. Siddhappa also. Mr. Siddhappa, you have any further questions?
No, thank you, madam. Thank you very much. No,
Okay. Okay.
No
So,
questions,
yes,
madam,
Mr.
at the time
Sudhiranjan.
being. I came in a bit late, so I came in a bit late, so I didn't catch much of it. I'll go to the recording later and then I'll see whether they contact, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay. So, I'm assuming there are no more questions from the participants, and we can now wind up the meeting. And it was thank you. I thank you, the speaker, Mr. Amol Khandare, for a very detailed session. We have now come to the round of come to the round of questions. I now thank Mr. Amol Khandare for taking his time to talk with us. I also like to thank all the participants for their time. The meeting will now be closed.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, agriculture information team, and thank you all participants. Thank you.